This is TWiT.
Anthony, West Hills, California. Leo Laporte, the tech guy. Hey, Anthony.
Hi.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm looking to upgrade a 75-inch TV for not necessarily a Christmas gift, but in general.
Yeah.
And I'd like your opinion on...
A gift to yourself.
Brands. Yeah, gift to myself, yes, and family. And I'm torn between the two different formats, this OLED and QLED, and the burn-in factor, and whether you go Samsung or Sony. And I'm wondering if you have an opinion. And unfortunately, I have to sign off because my phone after 55 minutes is just about...
I'm sorry. Yeah, just keep listening. I'll be on the radio.
Okay, I appreciate that very much. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thanks for the question, Anthony. Very easy to answer. Well, actually, no. And this is a good opportunity for us to go into kind of the details because they've made this crazy. So really made this crazy. So there used to be a lot of technologies for televisions, but we've really boiled down to three different technologies. There's projectors. I'm going to rule those out. And then there's direct view. And the direct view, that means you're looking at a screen that is emitting the light as opposed to a projector where the light is being reflected back at you from a projector. I actually have a 100-inch projector in my living room. It's a short throw projector from Hisense. It's great, but projectors are a little dimmer. They're not really 4K unless you spend a lot of money. They can be really good. Of course, your movie theater is a projector, but I'm going to assume you want a direct view. And if that comes down to two different technologies, there are some coming along that are going to be very intriguing, but right now you have to choose between OLED and LCD. And they're very different in the way they work. OLED, organic light emitting diode, is a emissive technology. The light's coming from the actual OLED dots on the screen. LCD is a little different. It's how most TVs and computer screens work. They have a liquid crystal shutter that opens and closes very, very rapidly. And behind it, they have a backlight, a white backlight. And, of course, they have ways to filter that red, green, and blue to create the color in the picture. So that's the big difference. OLED, you're looking at the dots, the light's coming out of the dots. LCD, you're looking at through a colored filter at the backlight, which is white. Now, the QLED and the LED and all of these other acronyms all talk about ways of doing the backlight. But they're still LCD screens. So it's really OLED versus LCD. LCD has an advantage in brightness and price. They're less expensive, and they're brighter. So they're good for any room that you can't darken. I wouldn't worry about burn-in on any modern TV because they put in technologies to eliminate that. There's pixel shifting and there's all sorts of stuff. So burn-in, which was a property of the old CRT tube TVs, that's pretty much gone. That's why you don't have screensavers on your computers anymore. We don't need them. If you have them, they're toys. They're not intentional. So I think the best picture, if you can darken the room, is OLED, by far. In fact, the OLED I'd recommend is the one I have and many others recommend. It's from LG. Their current OLEDs, especially the CX, are mind-bogglingly good. 4K, high dynamic range. If you need an LCD, there are a lot of great choices. They're a little less expensive. Sony, LG, Samsung. There are a lot of brands. TCL and Hisense are the low-cost leaders. They're all fine. Leo Laporte, the tech guy. In my opinion, the best TV, Sony makes a good OLED as well. And in the last shootout, I think the Sony won by a hair. But in my opinion, the OLED from LG makes a 77-inch CX. That would be my strong recommendation. If you can afford it. And it's not, the nice thing about OLED, the price has really tumbled. It used to be really expensive. I spent 10 grand on my first OLED. That's curved Samsung, which is now, an ancient I much prefer my 75-inch LG that's about 3 or 4 years old.